Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? What's poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're taking a look at Gladiator 2 film review. We took a look at Gladiator 1 a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, and I'm gonna be honest, it took me a little bit longer than I expected to watch Gladiator 2. It took me a little bit longer to get around to watching it. That's why it's taken me a little bit longer to get the video out. I might have promised to put it up the next day, so I'd like to apologize for that. But, you know, it's here now. I've watched it. I'm ready. And it's not as good as everyone hyped it up to be, I'm gonna be honest. But that is for later on in the video. So without any further delay, we're going to go over to Google, like always, and see what Google has to say about this movie. So, this is Gladiator 2. It is a 2024 movie with a runtime of 2 hours and 40 minutes, which I think is a little over the top. It is a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb and a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can watch this on YouTube, but you do have to pay for it. The overview. Years after witnessing the death of Maximus at the hands of his uncle, Lucius must enter the Colosseum after the powerful emperors of Rome conquer his home. With rage in his heart and the future of the empire at stake, he looks to the past to find the strength and honor needed to return the glory of Rome to its people. So, how the story starts off is with Lucius, fighting for his new home with his wife. His wife gets murked. And he lives. He gets kidnapped. He gets put into the Colosseum as a gladiator. Eddie Munson has a brother, and both of them are the rulers of Rome. Both of them are the two emperors of Rome. They look very sickly, I'm gonna be honest. They have, like, very pale skin and, like, purple bags under their eyes, which makes them look very unhealthy, not gonna lie. I thought they were dying or had some disease. Nope, just turns out that's how they looked. That's fair. He takes part, and he does quite a few gladiator tournaments, and he's quite successful at it as well. His mum sits in the crowd with her advisor. I don't fucking know who the advisor is. Fucking the Mandalorian. And they're chilling, staring down, and it's like, oh shit, that's my son. That's my son. So they go try and talk to him, and he's like, I don't fucking know you, fuck off. I'm not your son. And then he turns around like a little bit later, and he's like, yeah, I am your son. I am your son. The guy that's training him to be a gladiator double crosses pretty much everyone, and tries to become the ruler of Rome. And he's almost successful until these pesky kids. He almost got away with it until these meddling kids came along. And obviously he fights him, he wins, and he becomes the ruler of Rome. And that's where the movie ends. I'm gonna be honest. The story was fucking terrible. I hated that he was her son. I hated that he was her son. And I hated that she sent him away and he came back. We didn't fucking know that she sent him away until we already knew it was him. Until that fucking penny dropped, we didn't fucking know about the backstory. The way this story was told was really shit because it made the plot, like, very predictable and the twists and turns very basic and boring. It was very upsetting that it was just this basic because I did enjoy the first one. And it just led to a boring movie. I'm gonna be honest, the only interesting feats this movie had was the action. The action was the best fucking part because it was genuinely really cool. Seeing gladiator fights, don't know why we stopped it, it's fucking badass as fuck. Holy shit, gladiator fighting is really fucking cool. Again, I'm not saying we should bring it back, unless people want to, and only put people into the gladiator ring that want to go into the gladiator ring. Like, make it a sport, like boxing. Like, you know, I think it'd be cool. I think we could do that. If people agreed to go into it, I think, you know, it'd be exciting. It would be rather entertaining and wouldn't leave me tired and bored like this movie did, if you couldn't tell from the yawn. The acting was good. It's always good. Like, these guys are, like, some of the best actors around, so it's not surprising that the acting is good. The costumes and the set design is really cool. I really liked it when they flooded the Colosseum and they were riding on the boats. I thought that was really cool. I don't know how they flooded the Colosseum, and I don't know how they dried it out so quickly, but I still think it was really badass. The stakes of the movie weren't really there, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there was no stakes. Fair enough, he was fighting for his life, trying to save Rome, but that's just very similar plot to the first one. And he was trying to get revenge for his girlfriend. Very similar plot to the first one. And then he had to save his mother. Very similar plot to the first one. Like, there isn't a whole lot of this movie that's different to the first one. It all feels like it's treading on old ground. It feels like it's just the same movie, but, like, jumbled up a little bit. Like, it has the same plot points, has the same sort of motivation, has the same sort of detailing, and it just feels too similar to the point where it feels like a carbon copy, and it isn't as exciting to watch as the first one. The first one was exciting, it was different, it was out there, it was nothing like that we'd seen before, like on the channel. Whereas this one feels like the last one, so we've already seen something like this on the channel, feels very similar, very the same, and I'm gonna be honest, I did watch this with my nana and my granddad because they liked Gladiator 1. We were having a takeaway when we was eating this, and it just kind of felt, I don't know, we were all kind of bored, none of us were really interested. I just finished work and I was tired, and this film wasn't exciting enough to keep me awake. It was very much sort of putting me to sleep. And you can say that's just coming home from work and being tired, or you can say that some movies do tend to keep me awake if they're interesting. This one was not, and it didn't manage to keep me awake, so put that on the negatives. I don't really have much else to say about this movie. I'm gonna be honest, like, that's literally just my thoughts. It was boring, it was repetitive, and very similar to the first one. It didn't make me feel anything, it didn't get me excited, it didn't get me entertained. It did sort of knock out my expectations with him being the son, only because I refused to believe it. I didn't want it to be her son. I really didn't want to, because that felt like one of the big plot points, but they just told it in the trailers, and they told it in the sort of synopsis of the movie. So it kind of just felt like the one big plot, like, trait, the one big sort of exciting part was just spoiled. So I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they decided to go about that, I'm gonna be honest. So other than that, I don't have much else to say. This movie isn't my favourite. This movie could have been better, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 6 out of 10, because the fighting was good and the acting was good, so it's just the story that let it down. On other notes, I do a film review, anime review, TV show review, one of the three, every single day, amongst gaming videos and other videos like reviews. So if you are interested in any of that, I am a variety channel, and variety channels are quite hard to grow because of the, like, obviously wide variety of content that you have, that you don't focus on one single audience. But I try and have videos for everyone on the channel. I try and do everything that I'm interested in on the channel and have the channel be like a representation of me. So if you are interested in anything that I have to offer, please do let me know in the comments below what other movies, animes, TV shows you want me to watch and review. And I hope that you can subscribe, because 98% of you are recurring viewers, you're just not subscribed, and that makes me rather sad. So, you know, I do cry myself to sleep because that number is so high. If you want to bring it down a notch, you want to bring it down, make it smaller, make it a littler number so I can sleep easier at night, please do hit that big red subscribe button. I can guarantee you that it's completely free, and you can change your mind later if you do decide you don't like my content. Or, what I can't guarantee is it's a big red button, and if your tablet, mobile phone, sort of TV, laptop does explode as a cause of you pushing that button, I cannot take responsibility because big red buttons tend to explode. You should have known that before you pushed it. Also, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. I have one of the best upload schedules in all of YouTube. 5 uploads daily. I am on the level of like 5-minute crafts, I'm on the level of like T-series, and I'm on the level of these AI generated sort of content farms. But I actually have personality, and I don't use AI. So that's an absolute fucking bonus. I am a one-man army, pumping out videos for your entertainment, so if you want to see more stuff from me, not on YouTube and in other places, because I don't just grind on YouTube. I grind on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Reddit, Discord, Cameo, all those places. If you want to see all that, you can check it out in the link in the description below. And I don't have much else to say, so I hope you all enjoyed, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.